This channel supports Extra Life in its efforts to raise money for the Children's Miracle Network. For more information about how to donate and join in their efforts, go to the link displayed here. Extra Life. Play games, heal kids. What up, everybody? This is your boy Black Magus, and episode 16, season finale of season 5 for The Walking Dead. So, yeah, it's funny because I'm doing this really late because I was watching WrestleMania, and of course I had to do the Sharpshooting podcast, which, by the way, all you people who support it, I appreciate it. Glad that you guys are enjoying the wrestling podcast that me and Pete do. Hope you enjoyed the WrestleMania review that me, Pete, and Flying Modem, who you guys should check out too on YouTube. Dude does some very, very good commentary, so check him out. But hope you enjoyed that show. We had fun doing it because it was a fun WrestleMania. Anyway, back to the topic at hand. So, last episode of the season for Walking Dead, and man, oh man, it was good. It was good, especially for someone like me who, again, has read the comic books, because they kind of went in a couple of areas. Not a lot, but a couple of areas. Well, mainly one is, in particular, the ending, but they're also kind of pushing towards something. It looks like it's going to be a modified version of that something, but it's still going to be pretty damn good anyway, the way they built it up and set it up. So, start the episode off with Morgan, which I was glad to see. Funny, because Morgan I think he kind of started off the season. He kind of was there in the midpoint, and then he was right there at the end. That was pretty interesting, the instances where Morgan showed up in the story. I think they planned that out purposely, to be quite honest. But you see him, and he runs into a couple of nasty characters who were trying to kill him. And Morgan's a badass. Morgan's a fucking badass. When I saw him go crazy with that stick, or should I say a bow, because it was as if he was using a martial arts weapon, like a fucking ninja now, I guess. But he did some damage, and he was pretty kind to those dudes because he just dumped them in the car. Didn't leave them out there to get killed. Excuse me, yawning because it's 2:30 in the morning as I record this. But yeah, he didn't just dump them out in the wild and let them get eaten up. He was actually pretty fair to them, which kind of wish he didn't do. Especially when you think about the results of the end of the show. You kind of see the type of people that these people really are, and they're nothing good. But so we see Morgan, which was a good thing to see. Good to see that he's doing well and still heading towards the group. Then we move on to the group. Situation where Rick was fleshing out, and Rick and Carol are still keeping to their plans. Of course, they're kind of being a little cryptic about it, because when they were talking to Rick, they were talking to Michonne, and Glenn was around, so was Abraham. Michonne and Glenn they didn't seem to have doubts in Rick, but they kind of were leaning towards the thoughts of, hey, we don't need to just take these people's stuff by force. We can actually reason. It doesn't have to come to violence. And of course, Carol and Rick played the role, but in reality, Carol especially was still down with fucking just killing who they need to kill to take control of the group. Carol has become a pretty fucking scary person, especially the way she turns on and off that sweet innocent thing. And it's great because she plays it very well, because she'll tell people that she know and close to, like, yeah, they just think I'm just sweet, they don't know how I am, they're not gonna pay attention to me. Then she throws in a role. Shit works. That's why it worked so much when she went and visited the lady who Rick's into's husband, and she was giving him the food, and she basically threatened him. She was like, I could kill you right now. Nobody would believe me, because who would think that I would be capable of doing that? Worst case scenario, they'll just think you tried to hurt me, and I had to defend myself. Would you like me to kill you now? Would you want to come at me? Come on. This is like, come at me. And he's like, no. That's what I thought. You better. Carol fucking put the fear of God in that dude. And, she's right, because you look at Carol and you think about Carol, her evolution is crazy, because she was that lady. She was that lady that everybody thought was weak and innocent and needed to be protected. And now she's just a fucking Billy badass. It's crazy. It's crazy. You also had Sasha doing her crazy thing. Laying in a bed of dead zombies. What the fuck is wrong with her? She's just like extra losing her mind. You got Gabriel losing his fucking mind as well, walking out, talking about come kill me, and then he gets scared and acts like a bitch and kills the zombies. Gabriel is one fucking crazy motherfucker. Just all whacked out. And I guess, in reality, situations like this, you all kind of get a little loopy. Him especially, since he did what he did, letting his people die like that. He's a bitch. Fucking bitch. Straight up, all around bitch, to be quite honest. You had Glenn. He sees homeboy climbing over the fence, and I'm very curious as to why dude did that, but I guess it was, to lead Glenn out. Because as Glenn's following him, looking for him, this dude shoots fucking Glenn in the arm and tries to kill him. And Glenn's like, yo, what the fuck? Very, very crazy. Didn't need to do that. I don't know why he did it. Dude's out of his goddamn mind. And then Daryl, we had a scare because we thought Daryl was going to get killed. I know a lot of people were panicking about Daryl, but Daryl and Aaron, they're going around, they're looking for stuff, and they just happen to see a traveler, and they lose sight of this traveler. So they run up into a food warehouse, because they were going to go check for food. And it's funny because this led back to the conversation that Morgan had with those crazy people. One of them mentioned, yeah, we make traps for people and all of that. Sure enough, that's what Daryl and Aaron run into. These motherfuckers filled trucks full of zombies. Basically, as soon as Daryl opened one of the trucks to check for food, all of them open, zombies every fucking where coming after them. And you just sitting there like, wow, these dudes are really, really sadistic. Where the fuck, this group is going to be crazy. When they finally run into the group, it's going to be weird. But now I'm having speculation as to who I think it is, because at first I thought it was going to be a particular group that was closely involved with the Alexander thing from the beginning. Oh man, I need to go to sleep as soon as I'm finished with this. But I thought it was a group that was involved with the Alexander stuff from the beginning of that arc of the comic book. But now I'm wondering if it's another group that I've heard of but I haven't read about. I think I've heard of them. I have to check because I haven't read The Walking Dead in a year, so I'm kind of behind. Where I left off was kind of at the climax or nearing the end of that original arc. So I need to check on that and see. But this group seems even more crazier than what I'm expecting. Although I still got a lot of hope that we'll get the group that I'm really hoping for, because that would be badass. I mean, they've teased it, so I'm thinking we're gonna get it, maybe a variation of it. We'll definitely see. But Glenn and Aaron, they're trapped in there, and who comes to the rescue? Morgan, which I thought was dope as shit, because I was wondering when Morgan was going to reach the group, and I kind of was hoping it was going to be this episode, and it was, because he was like, after he saved them, took their thank yous and all that, he was like, yo, could you help me? I'm trying to find something. He pulls out a map, and it's the map that Abraham left Rick, and you see Daryl's look on his face like, oh shit. So basically you knew he was going to tell him, come with us, definitely. You definitely need to come with us. So that was cool. Glenn had his little conversation with the bitch dude who tried to kill him, but of course Glenn didn't kill him because at the end of the day, Rick's people they're very decent. They're not just straight up stone cold murderers. When they kill because they have to. And then the whole shit with Sasha and Gabriel, with Gabriel telling her how her brother didn't deserve to be there. She didn't. Gabriel's fucking nuts now, and it's like, you're no use as a priest because you're ate up with the guilt of the bullshit that you pulled, and then you're just putting more bullshit on top of that. Fucking go somewhere. Almost kind of wish Sasha would have shot him, but luckily for him, he was saved by Glenn's wife. I forget her, Maggie. Luckily, he was saved. Now, in the midst of all this, they're setting up a forum where they're going to discuss whether or not they should get rid of Rick after he flipped off. Well, they were pretty much given the reason not to do that because, one, Gabriel, when he went out, he came back in. He was supposed to close the gate. He left the gate open. Zombies got in. Rick, by himself, had to take out the motherfucking zombies on his way to the meeting. Furthermore, when you get to the meeting, and I'm trying to think, am I forgetting something before we get to the meeting? No, I think that's pretty much it. But get to the meeting, Rick is telling them, look, see this? This is because you guys are just getting lucky. You can't keep being lucky. You need to get your shit together, and you need to fucking, like, basically become harder, don't be as gullible, don't be as soft. It's shit ain't that sweet. You have to be rough like we are, in order to survive. That was my whole point of what I did the other day. It wasn't just me being an asshole or being crazy. I'm trying to tell you this is the way we have to be, so he does that, and up pops the crazy ass husband of the chick he likes with the fucking sword, and he proceeds to kill the mayor's husband because he's trying to get at Rick. He's just fucking crazy. He's like, no, you can't be here, you don't belong here, and he just like slices dude's neck, which was a moment that definitely came from the comic book. Although I'm trying to remember, comic book, it was reversed. It was a guy lose his wife type of situation, and grief stricken, of course, the mayor finally, after Rick laid down the law, and with this on top of that, she's just like, you know what? Boom, you're right. Fucking kill this dude. And that's when Morgan and Daryl walks in, which I found was very hilarious. Like, just to see, Morgan finally meets up with Rick, and Rick's putting a bullet through somebody's head. This is pretty funny, but definitely a cool episode. Now we're gonna see where they're gonna move with this group, because at the end you got like a preview of how crazy the group is. Showed how they set this whole trap that Daryl almost got caught in up with the music to draw the zombies in the truck, and they found the guy in the red poncho to cut his neck so they could turn him into a zombie and add him to the group. Basically, all the zombies that you see with the W's cut in, they're just collecting people. It is sad because, like they told Morgan, we're just getting people and we're going to kill you. And that's what they're doing. They're finding humans and they're taking their shit and then they're killing them and feeding them to this sick, sadistic, network of zombie traps that they're setting up to kill more people, which is fucking ridiculous. So, going to be interesting to see how they play out. Saw Michonne pick back up her sword because she realized, like, through it all, I'm gonna need this after all, and it's kind of like a foreshadowing to what we're gonna see come next season. So definitely can't wait to see how all of this goes down, how things progress from here. Cool ending. I like the season, but I like the show, so you take that as you may. Definitely excited about the future with The Walking Dead. Anyway, as always, feel free to hit me up. Let me know what you think, and I'll holler at you later. This your boy Black Makers, and I'm out. Deuces.